Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T Dub was blazing the sports. Yes, of course, guys, we are back at it. Like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. Guys, let's talk about it. You know who it is, man. We got a good show today. We got a special guest today, guys. I cannot wait to introduce this guy to the What's Blazing the Sports family. Guys, you know there's a pay-per-view event coming up, right? Keith Thurman taking on Mario Barrios, right? There's a guy that's been added to this core, and I'm telling you right now, this is an outstanding young fighter. I have seen him in person, seen him doing some little light sparring in person, and just from that, man, I see the angles, the craft that this guy has bringing to the table, and I'm lucky just to be able to have a chat with him and convince him to come on to the show. Guys, the special guest, when he get a chance to jump on, his name is Kent Cruz. Remember, guys, if you want to ask the guy any questions, I believe he's 14-0. Let me do his box rec. I feel a little bit different because I'm normally doing my normal setup to where I have everything, all my little names and this and that and Lola. And to do this interview, I don't have it. So, but it's all cool, man. My boy, check this out, guys. His name is Kent Cruz. He has fought on PBC a few times. And I've been bugging this guy for a while. Like, hey, man, when you're going to fight? When next time you're going to fight? And it just seemed like it wasn't happening. Or maybe I was missing it, but I didn't hear anything about it. And then I got a chance to catch up with him on Facebook. And I'm like, okay, you got a fight coming up. And guys, I got to say this, man. I looked up the guy that he's actually fighting. Listen, this dude actually looks pretty good. So let me go ahead and go to my boy's box trick real quick. Kent Cruz, check him out, guys. That's Kent. You saw his picture. Box rec. And he's taking on. His name is Enriko Gogokhia. It's going to be in Las Vegas. Going to be under the Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios undercourt, man. I'll tell you right now, I cannot be more proud, especially when you see somebody that's an everyday, they're trying to work their way up. And again, this guy that he's fighting has 13 wins, 8 knockouts, and he's an undefeated fighter as well. He's from Georgia, not the state Georgia. He's a southpaw, and he got pretty good height. He's 5'9.5". Resides, though, in Woodland Hills, California, USA. Birthplace, though, was actually in Georgia. And he's taking on the one, the only Kent Cruz. Again, guys, 16 wins, no losses, 10 knockouts, 1 draw. He's 5'10", 71.5-inch reach advantage, resident St. Louis, Missouri. I believe he bounced around. My boy American Proud to Travel. What it do, champ? How you doing? What's going on with you, champ? Yeah, tell them smash that like button. Get them likes all the way up for your boy T to that Dizzy Dub. You know what, man? Like, you know, the one thing with this style is that, I'm used to my music. I don't have my music. But listen, man, I want to talk this boxing. I got Kent Cruz coming on, and he's 16 wins. I believe he's might be a junior welterweight, but we got to see what is going to take place. I believe no. I'm sorry. Oh, super light. He's super lightweight, which is junior welterweight, right? Junior welterweight. And like I said, I've been bugging him for a while by looking at his box rate. They got him as status inactive, total 17 bouts. The last time he fought 2 years ago. In 2020, I don't think I knew that. Maybe last time I saw him, or maybe right after that. Remember, his last bout was a TKO, man. This guy's a really good fighter, really good height. Let me go ahead and send him a link and reach back out to Facebook. Remember, guys, we're going to talk about some Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios. Remember, that fight is coming up. It is pay-per-view. Listen, to be honest, I'm not sure that this fight should really be pay-per-view, if I have to be honest about it. Keith Thurman coming back after a loss. Mario Barrios coming back after a loss. And yet we're getting a pay-per-view event. But I got to see this, man. Since my boy Kent Cruz is fighting on it, and I've got to confirm what order he's going to be on. Because I thought when I looked at it, I thought it was like Leah Santa Cruz. I thought they had like 3 major fights. So I want to ask him just to see where he falls in that. And I'm going to make sure I do my job. Let's see. Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. Undercourt. Let's do that. So let's see who's out on this undercourt. Main event, guys. Remember, it is coming up. He said, text me. Okay. Oh, he just told me text him. Okay. How can I text that to me? All right. So I sent him to him. He wanted me to text it to him. How did I do it last? Let me see. Invite. Copy. Right? Bam. And then, I can send it to myself and send it to him, right? Let's do that. Let's do Facebook. And guys, right now I'm just I got Kent Cruz. He's ready to jump on. I think he's going to use his phone. And I'm telling him it's not letting me get on here. Let me see. That. Any might not have jumped on in this form type before. Let me see what it doesn't click on. All right. Yes. Okay. Oh, they got me already now. Okay, let's see. All right. Let me see. Try click on yes and give permission for mic. If you have iPhone, it might tell you open it up in browser, right? Something like that, guys. All right. So let me see if we do that right. I'm gonna talk about this. Remember, man. I gotta keep Thurman winning this Mario Barrios fight. But guys, what if Mario Barrios? What if he wins? Like, what is Mario Barrios' actual chances of winning against? He said, "I do got an iPhone." Okay, guys, listen, we finna bring him on. Listen, I'm working with the fighter right now. All right. Let me see. We click. I'm working with him right now, guys. Again, man, this is actual fighter. He's going to be on the undercourt. I want to pick his brain, guys. I want to ask him about Keith Thurman, who we got the winner. We're going to talk to him about some different things, but I really want to introduce this guy to you guys because he's fighting. So it'd be nice for you guys to see somebody who you've never seen. He's an undefeated fighter, 16 wins, no losses, and you get a chance to actually talk to him now. So when you see him fight, it says click on 3 dots to send me to the, yep. And you'll be able to actually see him, talk to him, and when you watch the Keith Thurman fight, or because I want to call this fight. You actually get a chance to get a little bit more familiar with it, and I'm definitely glad, for at least for my part, because if you actually YouTube him, you can actually YouTube Kent Cruz, but since he hasn't really hit that spotlight market yet, a lot of people is not, gravitate to him. Adrian says, Keith Thurman, it's done. Honestly, he's wasted too much time in the ring. Russ will catch up to him. But will it catch up to tonight or fight night against Mario Barrios? Mario Barrios, in my opinion, he is a there he is. Oh, champ, what up with you, champ?
What's up, man? What's going on?
Hey, man, we good. Let me go and get the people a great update. Listen, man, what we have right now, guys, is the undefeated super lightweight, I believe, junior welterweight, 16 wins, no losses, crafty fighter, the one, the only Kent Cruz. Talk to me, big dog. How you been, man? Hey, how is training going, man?
Oh man, everything's going good, bro. This is this is my getaway once I'm out here in Texas, training with legendary trainer Ronnie Shields.
I was gonna ask you that.
I'm getting ready, man. I'm ready. Actually, I'm ready now, to be honest. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this big fight, man. I'm 100% ready to get in there and put St. Louis on the map, with boxing. Put us back where we belong.
Absolutely. How did this fall on your lap, man? Like, I remember talking to you in the gym, and now, bam, man. Walk us through hearing about it, the opportunity to be able to fight on a level like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You're frozen on my end, man. I don't know if it's my internet or over there.
I think it's your internet because YouTube seem to be running okay, but you're kind of freezing here and there.
Okay. I'm outside right now, but yeah, so the fight kind of presented to me, the guy's team and my team, they wanted the fight, but it made sense, on a big card, like a Thurman card.
Yeah.
And it's scheduled for 10 rounds, but with the TV time, I'm not sure if it's gonna be it might be 8. We're gonna do 8 to 10 rounds, but it was scheduled supposed to be for 10 rounds.
Who
But
reached out to
with
who?
Fox and all that, I'm not
Yeah.
exactly sure. But
Did
no,
your
the
team reach
fight
out
got
to his
presented to
team?
me. They offered it to me, and then I brought it to my trainer. My team, and it made sense for me, man. I'm ready for these big step up fights, undefeated fighters. I've never been afraid to get in there with another undefeated fighter, man. So
Right.
I'm a fighter, bro. This is what we do. In order for you to be the best, you gotta fight guys like that to get to the next level.
And I do gotta say this because I didn't know about your opponent once I, found out you had a fight, and I, do my YouTube, do my thing, and I YouTube some of his fight. I think his name was like Enriko. Listen, I gotta say this, man. From watching this guy fight, he's a little bit more. He's like your senior. I think he's like 30 years old. But the guy got skills, man. Like
Yeah,
a lot of feints, move like
yes.
he moves a lot. Southpaw, close to your height, just a little bit shorter. I'm not, I was watching, because I used to train fighters, so I'm always looking, just doing my own observation of like how good a guy is. And it seemed like he likes to come forward, really good, like feigning, trying to get close, looking to throw the big shots. And he keeps his foot on the outside really well from what I've seen. How have you prepared? Because this is a tough task, and it's deserved to be on a core like this, and people deserve to know who you are beforehand. So when they see you fight night, they're like, oh, I seen this guy on What's Blazing the Sports, Kent Cruz. So what have you and Rodney Shields been doing to prepare for this southpaw?
Yeah. We got a great game plan, man. Like I can't,
Give away the secrets.
put it all out there right now because you don't know who's looking for what. But we got a great game plan for this guy, man. And he's a good opponent. Like you say, he's a sturdy opponent. Good feints. He's like an ex kickboxer that converted into a full-time boxer.
Right.
And he got a real good team. He got a real good management team. So, in order for you to be he's with Egis Kavala, the guy that got Lomachenko, Kovalev, and all them, Usyk. So he got a real good, real team behind him. But, I do too, man. And I believe in myself. I believe in my skills. And I think, I wouldn't have no problem with this guy, man. In order for you to get to that next level, these are the type of guys you got to beat, So I prepared myself 100%, for his style. Like you said, he got good feet. His feet's okay. He's not the quickest, but he keeps his feet on the outside. A lot of feints. He pops that jab out a lot.
Movement would do.
Like
I think he's good pressuring.
Really
I think movement
fast,
would get him
explosive
off.
jab. So we gonna execute, man. We gonna do what it do, bro.
Tell the people a little bit about your background. Like, how did you get started? Anybody inspired you to get into boxing? And just walking through to amateurs to pros to where you're at now, and who you signed with as well.
Yeah. So amateur program, I came up with I came up on the South St. Louis Cherokee Recreation Center. I started boxing there at the age of 11. I got introduced to legendary amateur trainer Jesse Davison. I got introduced to Jesse at the age of 11. Then Jesse and Ronald Gibson, Mr. Gibson, were my coaches coming up, in the amateurs.
Right.
I've been to every national tournament you could think of, as a junior and as an open fighter. I fought in all the national tournaments. I had over 100 amateur fights. So I definitely been around and gained a lot of experience. And I feel a lot of fighters coming up that's going to be watching this, that they don't realize you can't just make that jump into the pros without that. That's your resume. That's your experience. That's what you need to get to that level, So I always tell younger guys, man, y'all amateur experience, that's your foundation. Your the first coaches that are teaching you, that's what you remember. That's what you're going to stick to. So of course you're gonna evolve as you get older. Like myself, I did. I evolved and eventually start realizing and learning different things, and had to get with another coach that you feel is gonna make you better. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. With my upbringing, and right now, like you said, I'm 16-0, and I'm currently signed with I'm working with PBC, and I'm working with a good management team. I'm
Are you with Al
I'm learning.
Heyman or not with Al?
Yeah, PBC without Heyman.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Because
Yeah.
I remember catching a couple of fights on PBC, man, which is I thought honestly this was a great opportunity. Like I was happy for you whenever I hear about someone from St. Louis. Actually seeing you in the gym. I didn't see you not doing a real sparring, but I seen you do a little light sparring with one of your friends, and I could tell then I was like, man, those angles, like when you throw your shots, you know what I'm saying? And I see you like to get to that body too, man.
Oh yeah. Can't forget that body.
I know. I've been watching, bro. I do my homework, man. When I first heard about you a long time ago from Jose, and you came to the gym, and he said, "Oh, Kent Cruz." I'm like, probably Kent Cruz. I said, "I don't know him." I looked you up. I'm like, this guy is nice. And senior person, and for junior welterweight, bro. To me, you got some pretty good height. What weight did you turn pro at?
I turned pro at junior welterweight,
So,
man.
how far do you see you can go? Because you definitely got welterweight height for sure too, and possibly even 154. But what do you see? Or are you taking it one fight at a time right now?
No, it's crazy that you say that, man. I've been telling everybody, I've been at 140, man, since I was like 15, 16 years old, and I am a little older now. I just turned 29 in December.
Yeah.
So my body is letting me know, like, hey, bro, you ain't no young buck no more, So it's definitely, I still make the weight, easy a little bit, you could say, but
Right.
my body's kind of letting me know, like, so after I eat something, I'll gain that pound. And my body never did that. I didn't gain weight this easy. So I think, my body's kind of letting me know, like, hey, you're getting older. It's probably time for you to, I'll probably give myself to the end of this year because I'm trying to fight for a title, and I think I'm about 1 or 2 fights away from getting ranked within.
Man, bro, I would love that, man. Like I said, man, I would love that. And to me, this is the fight in the stage that you can
That's
do
it.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Go.
Like this is it. It's the right place, the right time,
yes,
the right
yes,
face. And it's not like you like 16-0 and fighting somebody who's 10-8 or 3-9. You're fighting another guy, and to me, there's something about when you're undefeated, you don't approach a fight as a loser. You approach it like, you know what I'm saying? It's game time, and that means to me, this guy is not coming in here to lay down. He's coming to try to put you in your place and make a name from himself, which is why I think, man, it's gonna be a good fight. But I'm biased, but from what I've seen, your boxing skills, those angles, that dedication going to the body. Like I said, man, me just watching your fights and seeing your person, the little thinking, the little counters with the link, man. I just seen some things that I think is gonna be beautiful, man, and I can't wait for it to go down, bro.
Definitely, and it's crazy that you say that because when I got offered fights like this, as a fighter, you've been around the fighters. Yeah. Fights like that get you up, and this is the fight that you're like, okay, a 13-0 guy, he's Ukrainian, those guys are always Ukrainian guys are always tough, so I know they're gonna be in shape. He's gonna be tough coming forward, trying to make it a rugged fight, because I got more skills than him. I'm a longer, faster boxer, so he's gonna try to make it a tough fight, But fights like this always get me up. I've never been afraid to fight undefeated fighters. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, this is the perfect fight, perfect stage, pay-per-view, on Keith Thurman and Barrios undercard. It's gonna be a lot. It's a Mandalay Bay in Vegas. It don't get no bigger.
No,
what do you in Vegas? So I think I'm gonna get to a good introduction, to people that haven't seen me, in this big stage. And after this, man, hopefully I get like an ex-world champion or something, somebody that's. Do
you have anybody in mind?
After Enriko, I'll let you know, man.
Okay. Now,
I can't overlook this guy, man. This is a tough guy. This is really a tough opponent, bro.
Where do you fall? Because when I we look at the undercard, like do they have you actually? Are you going to be actually when the pay-per-view event start, or you'll fight before it, or how had they decided to do it for you?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure like how they doing it because they still have some fights on like that they haven't posted or whatever. But apparently they're saying I'm gonna be I don't know I don't know they might do the prelims. So they do prelims
Right,
on FS1. They might do
right,
prelims on FS1 or they might put us on YouTube. They do like the YouTube undercard and stuff like that too. So I'm
and
thinking I don't know how they're gonna do it, man. Once I get down there, I guess they'll let us know if I can, let everybody, all my, supporters and people know, once I'm down there.
yes, sir.
But
Now
I,
I
I
gotta
definitely
ask you.
want that. I want that TV time. But I don't think I'm gonna get like the pay per view. The pay per view opening bout. But I'm
Right.
hoping to get like an FS1 spot or like Fox spot for sure.
I mean, it'd be nice if you got any one of those, like because I mean, bro, this to me, this is like two undefeated. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm
Like
saying. It's like, bro, why wouldn't we be televised? It's crazy.
somebody old has to go.
Like
You know what I'm
people,
saying? Like Keith Thurman, he said somebody old has to go in
it
this
has
fight,
to go exactly.
and I
And
don't think it's gonna be a
like
draw.
the undefeated fighters are the hardest fighters to fight because you haven't tasted defeat.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Yeah,
in there fighting for your life because this dude doesn't want to lose and you don't want to lose.
exactly, man.
But
Who do
what's
you got?
crazy is we got offered a spot. You're the first person I'm telling this to. We got offered a spot. I can see you now, bro.
Good. Are
we
you
got
okay? You
we
can see
got
me at first.
we got offered a spot to fight on the Gary Russell Showtime card. Me and the kid.
The same one?
Me on the Gary Russell undercard.
Yeah, the one that just happened.
Yeah, the one that just happened Saturday. So
Okay.
we they called us. PBC called me like, hey, do you want to fight on this card? And then we're gonna ask they asked me for I'm the PBC for they asked me first, and then we're gonna ask the kid. But it
Right.
was like a 1 week and a half notice. And boxing's a sport where I was ready and all that, but it was kind of too short of a notice weight wise and all that, so it
Right.
didn't make sense at the time. But I could have been we could have been the opening card on the Showtime card. That would have been nice too, man.
Hey, what do you think about that fight, man? Gary Russell and Maxeo. What do you think about that?
Yeah, Max. Yeah, I watched him, and that was a hell of a fight. I mean, I think Gary Russell with two hands, I think he would have got him easy, man. But the Filipino kid was tough, big, strong guy. You could tell Gary was definitely feeling his power, and that kid could fight, man. I liked him. I was really impressed with him. But
Uh,
I think they were being real biased. I don't know, that's me personally, but the commentators, I don't know. You
I,
watched the
it
fight?
was. I don't know
I'm
if you
like, dude,
noticed.
Gary's catching them with left hands and turning them and with one arm, bro.
I thought me personally, I thought in the beginning, the first couple of rounds, I thought Gary had to kind of find his little groove, and I thought the kid was doing pretty good. Like I was surprised that he was trying to counter Gary and come back with something to the body, but and then Gary started picking up his stride, and then
Right.
after he hurt his arm in the fourth round, I thought he got more accurate and more
He
pinpoint
did, bro.
after the injury, bro. I'm like he's pow pow, and it seemed like the judges and the scorecard was they were now. Don't get me wrong. I think it still was a close fight, but I think they scored just coming forward and just throwing big shots and not really landing them. And I think they was giving him some rounds on that part, some rounds that I was because I call fights. Like I don't even know this, but on fight night
Yeah.
I go live and I don't
Oh, that's
show the
what's up.
fight, but I call it and it brings more attention. Like I'm gonna be live for the pay-per-view, Keith Thurman pay-per-view, which is what I was hoping because I want to call your fight. If not, if you on FS1 and find out where you at, I'm gonna call it, just give more spotlight, to
Nice.
that fight and to you as well.
I appreciate that, bro.
So
For sure.
I know, man, you from St. Louis, bro, and like I know you personally, you
My
know what I
boy.
mean. So
Thank
absolutely,
you.
Big Shot Shaw, I did a couple interviews with him before.
Nice.
I still need to sit down with my boy Brandon, the Baltimore. So definitely got to get up with these guys. My boy Charles. I don't know if you know Charles McGill. He got a fight.
Yeah, Charles McGill.
Yeah,
That's my
he got a
boy.
fight.
I was working with Charles before I came down here, man. That's a good
Hey,
guy, man.
he got a nice little jab, man. And,
Yeah. Charles got some length on him, man. Yeah.
I used to support Charles for some years, bro. I know. But let me get your thoughts on the main event: Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. Man, what do you think about that?
Keith Thurman and Mario Barrios. I think that's gonna be it's gonna be an exciting fight, man. I've been telling everybody it depends what Keith Thurman shows up. If we could get a Keith Thurman in the past a little bit, and I think Keith is the bigger, stronger, more experienced guy. At the welterweight division. And but if Keith isn't the same, man, he gonna have a young lion. Mario Barrios is. He just lost to Tank, and he was doing good that fight. So Mario
He was
Barrios is
boxing
no
well
pushover.
against Tank. He was like,
Yeah.
But
And
my thing,
he's gonna be stronger. He's gonna have more energy. And I think he feel like he got something to prove. So to be honest, man, I say 60-40 fight. I give the edge to Thurman just because he's world champion and the experience, and I think the weight, him being at the welterweight division. But to be honest, between us, bro, like I've been watching him hit the bag, and I don't know, man. He ain't been looking that explosive, bro. He don't look
in
the
person
same, man.
or on TV. I mean, like on videos.
Yeah, like video, like
Yeah.
like internet and the video. I've been seeing him hit the bag. I mean, the bag, of course, doesn't punch, but the bag doesn't mean anything. But you can kind of take a look at somebody
Right.
and just see, the way their intensity of training, and how they're looking, And I just kind of feel like I don't know, man. It's gonna be a good fight, but I give the edge to Thurman still though.
Now, who do you got the number one welterweight right now? We got Terrence Crawford out there, Earl Spence Jr. Who do you think is the number one right now? And who do you think would win that matchup if it happens?
Oh, I got my bro Terrence Crawford, man. I'm biased, bro.
You got Terrence.
I know Terrence personally, man. Like we've been. I was signed with with him and Bomac. So man,
Right.
Terrence is, and even if I didn't, bro, like he's just man. His dude could do it. He could do it all. He can box. He can punch.
Earl Spence, because you in Texas right now, right?
But no, Earl's a bad boy. Earl got the will to win. He's a big dude. Earl's no pushover. But of course, me personally, no, it's gonna be that's another good fight. That's another fight. I say 60-40, but I just think Terrence he just got a little more to his. He got more to his arsenal. He could do more than just come forward and try to just jab and try to walk you down.
But before we get there, Earl is coming back and he got to take Ugas. I actually think I got Earl favored, but I think Ugas can make this very interesting, man. Like he's an underrated counterpuncher, man. Tight guard pressure. What do you think about that?
Yeah. No, Ugas. Yeah, Ugas is no pushover either, man. Ugas is hungry, bro. That dude is hungry, man.
Yeah, he's hungry.
He's a hungry lion. He showed with Pacquiao, so I think the Ugas fight will be good too, man. I think Ugas and I think Earl is just if Earl is Earl, of course, the one we seen with Danny. Earl gonna edge it out just because of his length, and he got that jab, man. He's gonna keep him behind that jab, work off that jab, work the body. But it's gonna be to me it's gonna give us like Sean Porter and Spence like a recap.
Yeah,
that's what I think. But I think it's gonna be fireworks.
Now let's get back to you, man. Rodney Shields, legendary, man. Even AJ was at least considering, or possibly still considering, training with Rodney Shields, man. Rodney Shields. How was that going with you? And another question, like, what do you consider your style? For people that hasn't seen you, they haven't Googled or YouTube you. Like, what do you consider your style of boxing? Are you a boxer puncher?
My style, yeah, I'm a counter puncher. I'm a counter puncher, boxer puncher, you could say. So I like to sit. I could sit in the pocket, punch. I like to set up my shots. So yeah, I'm a boxer puncher. I could be aggressive. Like if I have you hurt, I like coming forward. I like coming forward, or I could box. You got to be able to adapt in there. I'm not just a one-dimensional fighter, but I am a boxer puncher. I'll sit in the pocket. Try to counter punch. And you said how it is working with Coach Ronnie.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's one of the best things. One of the best things I could have done, man. It's one of the best moves. I feel he's the trainer that I need in my whole career, bro.
Now, is this the first time, or have you guys worked?
No, this is our second fight together. Yeah, this is our second fight together. But he's everything I needed, man. Like he doesn't tolerate a lot of stuff, in the gym. Like he's a strict coach, and he's all about his business. We get there, we go to work. And at this point in my career, I need that. I need somebody that's going. He he broke me back down. He took me back down to the basics. You know, he's a real basic, fundamental, old school, you know, style coaching. You know, back to your jab. You know, turning your punches the right way. And he's a great man. He's a legend for a reason, bro. And I needed that, man. He helped me out. He helped me out a lot. I feel like a whole different fighter, bro, than I was, you know, a couple years back before I got with him.
Yeah, so he was with you when you fought Castillo, huh?
What's that?
He was when you fought Castillo.
Yeah, he was with me for the Castillo fight. Yep,
Yeah.
yeah. And that was kind of like a 2-day notice fight. I wasn't even supposed to fight that kid. His opponent. So I was supposed to fight on the Javante and Barrios. No, Javante and Leo Santa Cruz. And my opponent didn't get tested for COVID.
All right.
And then that kid's opponent had COVID. So they called Ronnie. I'm in San Antonio. They called Ronnie like, hey, Ronnie, this Kent want to fight Castillo on FS1, you know, Wednesday.
Right.
So I'm in San Antonio. I could have just went home. You know, they were still going to pay me because I still made my weight and all that.
Right.
But I was like, no, man, I want to fight. You know, I want to fight. So Ronnie, let's take it. You know, I took the fight. And yeah, that was my last fight, man. That was, you know, that was a cool little tune-up, I guess you could say.
But you know,
and he was like 5 pounds overweight, man. But he didn't have no business. He had no business in there with me.
hey, I like to hear that talk, man. I like to hear that talk, you know, because you know, like I was telling people, man, like when you're a boxer, you know, to me it's not like your mindset can't be like baseball or football. You can't be like, hey, may the best man win. I think you got to have that confidence that no, I'm about to go in there and I'm about to show this guy that, you know, like you got to have that 100% mindset that I'm gonna do this, and no matter what he do, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna adapt and conquer. It's like you just can't have that. Hey, yeah, you can go in there. Maybe you win, maybe I win. It's already doubt. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're doubting yourself.
It ain't football. This ain't to be the best way, man. No, until you win, I'm going in there, and my thing is that you ain't never faced nothing like me in your life, and I'm about to show you.
Exactly. No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Boxing. That's why I say it's an 80% mental sport.
Yes, sir.
It's a fight before you get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, before you get in there, you're back there in the locker room thinking like, damn, did I do everything right?
Mm-hmm.
Did I cheat myself? Did I eat right? You know, did I train hard enough? Am I prepared enough to beat this guy? You know, so them thoughts, if you know you did everything right, you're going to walk into that ring more confident. You know, you're going to be more confident. Your walk's going to feel good. You know, you're going to feel good while you get in there, man, because, you know, it's definitely a tough sport. But, yeah, you can't doubt yourself, man, like you said. Any little bit of doubt, that's weakness, you know, and you got to go in there like me personally, and it's not even cockiness or anything, but, you know, you got to feel like this, but I feel I could beat any 140-pounder in the world with the, you know, with the right preparation and the right time, you know, and then that's how you got to think, you know, you got to think like that. If you don't think like that in this sport, you're in the wrong sport.
You are, because doubt causes hesitation. It causes overthinking and pausing. And when you know what I'm saying, you know, like when you train so much, you train so it comes natural. If you thinking, you're behind. You know what I'm saying? You're already behind the curveball.
Yeah, for sure.
But when you're saying about Rodney Shields, man, and I was thinking like, you know, because like when you do get fighters that have so many amateur fights like you, and you know, I know I talked to Devin Alexander regularly too. I talked to him the other day. And then you turn pro. Sometimes, even though you're winning, you're successful, and you're good, sometimes you do forget those fundamentals. And I think that's why he probably, you know, when he got you, he said, okay, this kid has a lot of talent. I believe in him because, you know, it's like a mutual agreement. It's not like you just, you're my coach or I'm going to be a fighter. You got to, you know, have that vibe for each other. And I think that's why he said, you know what, let me get back to the fundamentals because this kid has amazing talent. And I think I got that little bit to make him farther. So you saying so far there's been like a great relationship between you guys?
No, definitely, man. Yeah, great relationship. You know, he definitely told me, you know, Kent, you're a great fighter. Yeah, what's crazy was I met Ronnie. I fought his fighter. One of my first TV fights was on PBC. On PBC, I fought his fighter, a guy named Ricky Edwards, and that's when I was with my trainer at the time from St. Louis. And we, you know, I beat the kid. I beat the kid. He was 11. I was 10-0. He was 11-0. And I beat the kid. And Ronnie, I didn't know this, but Ronnie was like, man, he ended up doing an interview and he was speaking like highly of him. He's like, man, I was looking for the kid after he beat my kid. I was looking all over for him. He's like, I couldn't find no video of him, because after I beat that kid, you know how in your career you're supposed to constantly just kind of keep going up.
Yeah.
But I was kind of with the wrong, promotional. I was going through stuff with my promotional company at the time. A guy from Philadelphia I was signed with.
Right.
And so it kind of set me back a little bit. But, I reached back out to him a couple, once I was a free agent, I reached back out to him. What was this, like 2019? I was inactive. I've been having a lot of inactivity in my career, man, which, has been killing me. But, I reached out to him and he welcomed me, instantly. He called me. He was like, hey, let me know what you want to do. Come out here. So I went out there. I met him. I met up with him for a weekend. And then, man, we clicked and we've been bonding, man. And he's the coach that I needed, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna need that post-fight interview, bro. Hey, after you get this dub, man. Hey, I'm gonna need that post-fight interview.
Man, I got you, bro. For real.
Yes, sir.
You, for sure.
Someone was gonna just like walk us through, man. Because right now, you're a pro. Tell us about what does it feel like when you're in that back room, and then you get ready for your walk. You're walking, and then you get the victory. Like, what is the mental set before you go there? Do you still have doubt? Is there a switch to where you're like, I'm about to be an animal, I can do my thing, and then afterwards, what is that feeling like? I won, you know what I'm saying? By knockout decision, and they say your name. Walk us through that whole, like for you personally, how does that feel for you?
Yeah, so like you said, you just I don't know, for me, and I heard a lot of fighters say it too, but for me, you just back there, you turn into animal, bro. So you gotta, I go into like like an animal mode, like, man, it's time. I think of everything. I think of my family, I think of my kids. I think of this is what I wanted to do since a kid. So I just think of everything, man, and I bring that with me. I bring all that stuff with me. I bring all that pain, all that struggle. And I'm just like, man, so like Mike Tyson said, man, the closer you get to the ring, the more powerful you feel. Like you feel like a god. And honestly, he spoke for every fighter that prepare that prepared themselves 100%. But like I told you, any little slip up, you're gonna go in there like, oh man, I did this 2 days ago. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if my leg's gonna be strong, or even injuries, bro. Like injuries, a lot of people don't talk about that, but injuries could play a factor, into going to a fight. Like, hey, my shoulder's been irritated, or my knee, or my ankle. So all that stuff plays a factor in the dressing room, and then you just and after you win, man, it's the best feeling in the world, man. Especially when it's a meaningful fight. You because basically all the hard work and everything you've done, it paid off, man.
So after this, have they talked about what could be next for you or not?
No. So they haven't really said anything, but it's just you keep going on up, bro. The money doubles up, the opportunity doubles up. You get ranked, so it's just you just keep going up the ladder, man. So I know after this, I'm gonna sit down with Coach. I'm sure he's gonna call, Al Heyman, and call, my management group, and
that 140 is a hot division.
Something up big for me, man. Hopefully on Showtime or, Fox. We're gonna keep going, man. Now, but this is the fight here that's gonna definitely get me to that next jump, bro.
This is that one, man. I just wish people knew more about your opponent, because when I from me watching and looking him up, I think this guy can fight. You know what I mean? I think he can fight.
Heck yeah.
Obviously I look for strengths, I look for weaknesses too as well.
Right.
But I'm like, overall, I'm like, okay, he can fight. He believes himself. Throw pretty hard punches.
It's a risky fight. It's definitely a good risky fight.
And you talked about his coaching team, right? He has the same staffing as Usyk and Lomachenko.
Yeah. Yep. So
bro,
they got a good eye for talent,
right, man. That's but
they can't fight for him, bro. Lomachenko ain't gonna be in there.
They can't beat for him. Hey, they can't weave for him when them shots coming up.
Right.
They can't weave for him. They can say it from
got a
out.
good
They can
team,
say
though,
it.
man. So I definitely peeped that, and that's cool, man. You know, we both got good teams. His team believes in him, and my team believes in me. So it's up to us to perform, you know, and to get to that next level. This is what it takes.
And like I said, and I think this is going to be so much reward, just even based on the teams, because you got Ronnie Shield, which is a haymaker on your side, and they got the coaching same coaching staff as Lomachenko and Usyk,
Yeah.
and I really believe that the reason I think this is going to be so good because this guy's undefeated, and they're probably looking at you like you are a stepping stone.
Exactly.
This kid, he's 16 and
Exactly.
0. This could put us in line to probably get a pro
Exactly. No,
grades.
definitely,
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Definitely.
Ramirez. Did Ramirez move up yet or not? No. He might be still at 140. So and they could be looking at that. And you know how it is if one of the Ukraine fighters win, and they're pretty hot right now. He could be in a position to get one of those guys. And I think it's going to be up for you to take this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you got to probably to take this fight from him, and that doesn't necessarily.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely got to dictate the pace, you know, and do what I do to get this guy. But man, we ready, bro. I feel great, man. I feel great. You know, I'm in great shape, bro. I've been out here since the 2nd of January. So man, we ready, bro. I leave out to Vegas next week, next Thursday, and we'll be out there ready to shine like new money, man.
You're starting to crack up a little bit. I think you're maybe bad. Can you hear me?
What's that?
Your maybe your reception's getting a little bad. You can say something for me.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, let's do this. I think your reception's going to break down though, but I want the people to know, man, how can they follow you, man? If they want to go check you out, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. How can they check you out, man, and let the people know about what's coming up for Kent Cruz?
Yeah, so you can follow me on my social media.
Yes.
Yeah, my social media you can follow me on Facebook. I'll be on Facebook, Kent Cruz. My Instagram is real Kent Cruz. Twitter, I'll be on Twitter a little bit. Not for real, I'm not a Twitter guy. But my Twitter is I think it's Kent Cruz as well, or Kent Cruz STL, something like that. I don't truly remember. And that's pretty much it, man. You guys could keep up with me on there. I always post on my Instagram or Facebook, what's coming up. And,
man, you're getting so choppy. Your vocal
to February 5th, bro.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna say this. Right now, your volume's gonna get a little choppy, man. But guys, listen, guys, check out my boy Kent Cruz. It was a blessing to have him, come on the show. I used to bug you when I used to see, like, bro, when you fighting again, and I see you warming up. You got a son as well, right? How old is your kid?
Yeah, my son is 10 years old. Yeah.
My son's 8. He'll be 9. And I remember seeing your kid in the gym, and you working out, you're training. He's a father, active in his son's life. 16 and 0, great fighter, winning mentality. If the fight was today, he would do it today, guy. But listen, if the fight is on the pay-per-view, Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios card. If it's not there, I'm going to be live, guys, and I'm gonna find out where it's at. Fox Sports, doesn't matter where it's at. Find that fight. I'm gonna call that fight. We're gonna watch our boy Kent Cruz get this win. We're gonna catch that post-fight interview, and we're gonna talk. And you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna celebrate the way that we celebrate, man. Like I said, I'm proud of you, bro, man, and thank you for representing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
for
it.
your family, for you, and for St. Louis. All right, I'm gonna let you get out of here, man. Thanks again, bro. I'll catch you with you. Hey, I'm gonna keep up with you on Facebook, but I definitely want to talk to you after the fight.
Okay, sounds good, bro. Thanks a lot, man. I'm gonna I'll definitely do a post-fight interview with you too, man. Thanks for putting me on your platform too, bro.
Hey, anytime. Thank you, brother. Anytime.
All right,
guys. That's my boy Kent Cruz, man. Kent Cruz. And guys, remember, he's going to be on the Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios undercard. That's actually a pretty good undercard. Definitely looking forward to watching the fight. Keith Thurman looks like he should be the victor on face value. But anything can happen, man. Keith Thurman is a great talker, but we got to see if he's a great walker in the ring like he used to be. And Kent Cruz is a guy that, unlike the UFC, Kent Cruz in the UFC, he had probably 3 title fights by now at 16 and 0. There's people in the UFC or MMA, 11 wins, 6 losses, and they've probably been 2-time champion already. We just need to get our boxes, and I really, want to see if I can help my boy Kent get that, that look, help push him a little more. And that way, guys, when I get this post-fight interview with Kent Cruz, he has a tough fight. He's fighting this Ukrainian that has the same staff as Lomachenko. You know how good he is. Usyk, you know how good he is. And you know how good Lomachenko's father is, right? He's a trainer. And my boy Kent Cruz has Rodney Shields. That's like that's a Thanos hammer right there. My boy American Barrios said smash the light. That's a Thanos hammer right there, man. And I'm looking forward to this matchup, and I'm hoping that they go out there. He showed them skills at 140, and like I said, man, I know he want to get some of the ex-champions, still trying to move his way up. And to me, the ex-champions, you're talking about, Ramirez, Regis Progress, or it'll be a good fight for him. It'll be a good fight for him. I should have asked him. Is the guy that is coming up to 140, Teofimo Lopez? Oh, I should have asked him, because Teofimo Lopez is probably not going to get no Josh Taylor fight right off, right? And I'm not even sure if he wants a Ramirez or Regis Progress. Those guys are established names. And Kent Cruz, as talented as he is, he's not an established name in the industry, but this guy is a really good talented boxer. And it might be somebody who they might say, well, let's get this Kent Cruz guy. And, he's 17-0. We just beat the Ukrainian. And we'll put him on pay-per-view or whatever. And I'm telling you, I think that's an opportunity. But, guys, listen, I promise you guys I'm going to go live. Thank you, Kent Cruz, for coming through. Can't wait to look for the fight. I'm going to call the fight as well as call the main card for Keith Thurman versus Mario Barrios. And as always, and it's forever, here it is. What's blazing the sports? And I'm out.